to the Rugby League Breakdown podcast, episode number 69. Boys, episode 69. How are we?
Fantastic, mate. Absolutely fantastic. Episode 69. How good.
I don't know
I'm
whose
so
connection
excited.
that is. That's someone's connection is. Jesus Christ.
Give me an
I don't know whose that is, but someone's going to sort that out because I can't have that. That's just garbage.
Not me.
It's not me. We're testing the green room. It's not me.
I think it's you, CJA.
You think so?
I think so. You might want to maybe just go on mute and see what happens. Nah, it could be Lorenzo or Fanatics. It could be Champ. It could be any of these, but hopefully you guys can fix that connection up. Sounds like shit. It's a horrible sound. But ladies and gentlemen, oh my god, am I even going to get into the show?
It's not me.
Champa, check your end, bro.
No, not me. When I go on mute, it still happens. I don't know.
Might be you, Fanatics. It sure as hell isn't me, but anyway, well, hopefully we get that difficulty sorted out soon. My god. Boys, this is a big show. What the fuck?
I don't know, bro. Fucking.
Fanatics, go on mute for a minute and just see if it's your end. I want to see who's the problem with this.
Stop.
Oh,
Yeah, it's Fanatics. It's Fanatics' end. Fanatics, you got to fix your thing up, bro, somehow. But ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Rugby League Breakdown podcast, episode number 69. My God.
Wow.
What a
I
show
love it.
this is going to be.
I love it.
What a show this is going to be. We've got some of the greatest rugby league YouTubers on here tonight. We've got Warriors, NRL Fanatics. We've got ProEnzo Vidz. We've got All Out CHAMPA. And we've got CJ MOXLEY. And you've got myself, Nick from Australia, who just recently hit 2K on YouTube. Everyone's doing. I hope you guys are all doing well. Boys, thanks for coming on the podcast tonight. What a great show it's going to be.
No worries. Cannot wait for it.
Yeah,
Right, thank you for having me on. 69. I love nothing better than that. Let's do it.
Oh, you're a sick human being for saying that live on air. You are one sick human being, Mr. All Out Champa.
Twisted.
We all love a 69, but come on, bro. We got kids watching us, damn it. CJ, thanks for coming on, bro.
No worries. Thanks for making sure I was on, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, so I'm just going to reveal to the live chat. So CJ MOXLEY over here, right? Apparently he went to, he's been awake since 1 a.m. this morning. And from what I understand, about 6 o'clock he had an hour nap, and we're in the green room here waiting for CJ to rock up, and oh man, he's not going to be here. So I started calling his mobile number. I rang it about 7 or 8 times, and he finally picks up. I'm like, "You were asleep, eh?" And he goes, "Yeah." Then CJ is here, so I'm glad CJ is here. But my God, anyway, and the other special guest, Warriors NRL Fanatics, is in the house. Fanatics, hopefully your connection's improved. How are you, bro? Thanks for coming on the podcast tonight.
Yeah, thanks for having me on, Nick. Actually, it's great to be back on the podcast again. It's been a while, and it's going to be a massive show tonight. Looking forward to it.
Good to have you on, mate. Anyway, it's going to be a great show tonight. What's that, Champa?
I said the former co-host right here, guys. A legend.
Hey, Fanatics is back. Hopefully, Fanatics' earphones or connection. I don't know what's going on with his phone, but
Yeah, I don't know.
Fanatics, you might want to go on mute until we talk to you, bro, because your connection at the moment, it just doesn't sound great. Hopefully, I don't know if you can improve it, but let's just say hello to everybody there in the live chat. We've got a bit of a crowd building up here. It's great to see. We've got Let's Go Bulldogs in the chat. Josh Rabbitohs 2022 is here. TJC. We've got a few people rolling in here. Someone asked me, do I buy subs? What kind of question's that? I'm putting you in time out for that because I don't like that sort of shit, man. No negativity tonight. This is a big show. SS Storm fan is here. We've got Electrical Dust, the loyal Jason Reader. Flash Totago is here. I believe there was a donation before the podcast. I'm just trying to find it. I can't find it now. Oh, hang on. I might be able to find it if I scroll all the way up. I'm pretty confident that there was a small $5 donation before we came on the air. I'm just trying to find where it is. Someone donated some money. Oh, here it is. Josh Rabbitohs 2022. He donated $3 on Super Chat before we went on the air tonight, and he goes, "Hey, legends, keep your awesome podcast up." Josh Rabbitohs 2022, thank you for the $3. I really appreciate that, my friend. Also, hello to Jack Dempsey and Bosky in the chat. I hope you guys are all well. All right, boys, let's move into the podcast.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's just get into it. And topic number 5. Ladies and gentlemen, what are your thoughts on the Rugby League World Cup so far? We're going to start with you, Mr. ProEnzo Vidz. What have you made of the World Cup so far? I think it's been a very good success. What have you made of the World Cup so far?
Yeah, look, I think the World Cup's been pretty good. You know, there's obviously been some talk about the one-way sort of scorelines, how it's sort of blown out to a lead where, you know, it's pretty much like a 50 to 60 sort of point win for some sides, and that we've seen it a few times so far this World Cup. But look, other than that, you know, it's been a great sort of World Cup. I think it's great to have it back for the first time in a long time, and you know, it's good to see some teams, you know, sort of who haven't been there before, like Jamaica and all them that haven't been there in a while, that, you know, sort of come up and be part of this World Cup for this year. So I think that's one positive thing I do take out of this World Cup so far. But yeah, the whole thing in general, like, it's been really good, and I've enjoyed it personally. And you know, it's going to be good seeing the last week how it unfolds, as we're at week 3 already. And yeah, look, I've enjoyed it. I really have enjoyed it in general.
Great to hear, mate. All that, Champa. What about yourself, mate? Have you enjoyed the World Cup so far?
I think it's been fantastic. It's great to see the talent in other countries that you wouldn't think rugby league is very familiar in, like Greece and Jamaica and all those countries. I think it's fantastic that those countries are getting a chance to shine. And of course, the dominant countries are showing their talent. I think the most surprising country in this World Cup definitely has to be England. They have been amazing in this World Cup, and I see them going all the way into the finals. As for me personally, I think the World Cup's been an absolute success, and I'm only getting more excited when we get to the dying stages of this World Cup. I'm so excited.
About yourself, CJ, have you enjoyed the World Cup?
Yeah, I have. It's uncovered an international rugby league talent pool. It's been really good. Obviously, some of the scorelines have been lopsided, but you know, you expect that with some of the nations coming with their first time playing rugby league. It's just cool seeing, you know, nations like Greece have a crack at rugby league, which rugby
Jamaica.
league was illegal there 12 months ago. Jamaica, Wales. So yeah, it's just all about countries coming together and playing a great game of rugby league. So I've enjoyed it.
And Warriors NRL Fanatics, mate. Hopefully your connection's improved. What have you made of the World Cup so far?
Yeah, I've been enjoying it. I really like you know, the Rugby League World Cup's been good so far, actually, and it's been copping a bit of criticism lately because there's been a few blowout scorelines, and there's some teams that people say shouldn't be in the World Cup, which I don't agree that people say these teams should be in the World Cup. I think it's great to have those teams in there, and it does help them along the way as well, just to grow the countries along the way. So yeah, so far the World Cup's been good, and I'm looking forward to the finals.
I think the criticism has been a disgrace.
Yep.
The criticism of the Rugby League World Cup has been so disgusting and so disappointing, man. I think it's been a fantastic World Cup so far. I know there's been a lot of bloodbath games, a lot of floggings, but you're gonna get that because some teams are gonna get put in some pools where it's unfair. I think they need to review the pool system and try and make it even out the talent a bit, because, for example, Scotland and Italy playing Australia is just, we all know what's going to happen there. Like, it's going to be 60 to 80 points.
Yeah.
But if you put Australia in the same pool with Tonga, for example, or Samoa, we might get a competitive game. If you put Samoa in a pool with New Zealand, for example, we might get a fantastic outcome. So who knows, man? But it's going to be interesting to see how it all plays out over this weekend. But I think also being in the UK, I think it's been great. It's been awesome in the UK. A lot of people are complaining about, oh, I don't want to get up at 12 a.m., 3 a.m., 5 a.m. to watch the game. It's like,
Nobody's
it's
making
footy. Appreciate rugby league in November.
Well,
October, November. Appreciate it.
We're lucky to have this World Cup to go anyway.
Exactly.
You know what has been getting a lot of heat lately, and it's from the players. They're complaining about the stadium sizes and how the out of bounds areas are too small. Like, when they're sliding across the try line and they make impact with the barricade.
Kick short, man.
They complain that the stadium sizes are too small.
It's fine.
Ridiculous.
Have a cry.
Get used
Have
to
a
it.
cry. Kick shorter. It's not that hard. Kick shorter. We all
Yeah.
talk about, the short kicking game is so important in the game.
That will help.
Well, get better. Kick
Utilize
shorter. Fucking improve as a player. Get better. Come on. That's garbage. That is fake news. Seriously. Anyway, I think it's been a success so far, and I think everyone who's involved with the World Cup deserves a wrap. Let's move on to topic number 4 and some pretty sad news. Andrew Fafita from the Cronulla Sutherland Sharks and the Bulldogs captain Josh Jackson from the Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs have retired effective immediately. The Andrew Fafita one doesn't surprise me. The Josh Jackson one, I wouldn't say was a shock. We knew that Father Time was probably getting close to Josh Jackson. I thought he would have played next season and then retired, but Fafita and Jackson retire immediately. We'll start with Andrew Fafita. Fanatics, I know you're not a Sharks fan. We all know you hate the Sharks guts, but what are your thoughts on Andrew Fafita retiring effective immediately?
Look, this one is actually a surprise. Actually, I
Really?
thought he. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Look, I think it's a surprise. I mean, I thought he could play a bit longer. Actually, I think he's been a very good player for a few years now, and yeah, I mean, look, all the best to him for in retirement, and yeah, he's had a great career, Andrew Fafita.
100%. What about yourself, CJ? Andrew Fafita, did you expect it? Because he did put his hand up and say, he will play another year. But what are your thoughts on Fafita retiring?
Yeah, I thought after his Sharks departure was announced it was going to happen. I thought he could have went another year with, he was in talks with Canterbury and Manly, but look, his body wouldn't let him go on, so fair play. But look, I think he's had an underrated career and it's a career to be proud of. He's been excellent and good on him and all the best in the future.
What do you reckon, ProEnzo Vidz? The career of Andrew Fafita?
Right. It's been a great career. Obviously, he's going to be well known for a very long time amongst the Sharks in particular. And look, he's been a great player, great servant of the game, and I think that his legacy will probably live on. And I was a bit surprised at first, but then looking more into it, I was like, yeah, look, the injuries probably would have caught up to him by now, and that probably affected his decision making their retirement call. So sad, but had to happen, I think.
What do you reckon, CHAMPA? Andrew Fafita, what do you make of this decision?
I think he's had a fantastic career, and I think it's good to end the career on a high note instead of probably because with the injury that he suffered, where he had to be hospitalised.
Yeah.
After that injury, you just knew that his rugby league days were coming to a very, very close end.
100%.
And it's good that he caught it early before another serious injury. Look, he's going down as one of the best props of all time. It's just a fact.
100%.
He's a grand final winner. He's represented Origin. He's represented the Indigenous All-Stars, Tonga, Australia. He's done it all. And I think it's a well-deserved career. And he'll look back at it with no regrets. And I think he's happy with this retirement. Now he can move on to his new life. And, well, he's been one of the best. And I'm going to miss him because he's been a huge inspiration for my footy career.
Andrew Fafita is a top 10 NRL prop for me since the NRL became the NRL. Since 98 to now, Andrew Fafita is in my top 10 props of all time. He is a legend. He's obviously not going to be in a maul or anything like that. Nothing close to that. He's a legend of the game. Yes, he had a few off-field incidents a couple of times, but a lot of big-name players have. Now, what Fafita did for international footy with Tonga deserves a wrap. What he did for New South Wales when he was at his peak was also very, very good. Look, if it wasn't for Andrew Fafita, the Sharks wouldn't have won that grand final against the Storm. That try with, 10 to go, 12 to go, whatever it was. He won them that premiership with that try. He's had a great career. But I just want to go through the list with guys that this is what he would have had to do to come back to NRL. Andrew Fafita had all these injuries, right? He needed – this is what it says, and I quote, I need my left ankle surgically straightened. I need a right shoulder reconstruction. My nose bone is collapsing, so I need a nose reconstruction. I need my middle finger fused, a right elbow. He needs his right elbow done. He's lost all of his back teeth. He needs dental surgery and teeth implants.
Oh,
That is
yeah.
a lot of
That's
fucking injuries.
That is the horrors of rugby league right there.
And when you're playing the front row as well, when you're playing in the front row, getting bashed every week, or you're bashing someone else, what you're doing to your body on a week-to-week basis, it would definitely affect you long-term. So I think Fafita deserves a wrap. He's had a fantastic rugby league career, one of the best props I've ever seen. And hopefully he does some more work in the community for Cronulla. From what I understand, he's going to be doing a lot of work with the Aboriginal guys at the Sharks there. Some of their young forwards is going to help the community there with the schools and all that. So good. Fafita deserves a wrap.
I reckon he should find himself in some sort of coaching role. I reckon him coaching some young
it'd be awesome
props. Yeah, some young up-and-coming props can learn so much from him.
As long as he doesn't abuse a junior referee, he'll be fine, right?
Let's see. The off-field issues are still gone.
That's only one incident he really had. He didn't have many off-field dramas, but great career, great player, deserves a wrap.
Absolutely, bro. Underrated.
And the other player that retired today was the Bulldogs captain and lock, Josh Jackson. Now, Josh Jackson, I believe, was about 5 to 8 games away from 250. So Josh Jackson has come out of nowhere. I thought he would have went another year, but with all the Bulldogs young forwards coming through and the salary cap pressures, I guess he's just decided to retire, and he's a one-club player. So, Fanatics, what are your thoughts on the career of Josh Jackson?
Yeah, I think this one, it was actually more of a surprise for me, actually. Well, it's not really a surprise, actually, sorry. So, yeah, for me, it wasn't a surprise. I mean, I think it was coming for a while now, and I think the Bulldogs got plenty of good young players coming through, and, look, Josh Jackson, he's had an incredible career. He's been around for so long, and, yeah, maybe, now is the right time to bow out and, let some of the other young players come through, play as well. So, yeah, he's had a great career, so all the best to him for retirement. I think he's been an outstanding player.
100%. What do you reckon about ProEnzo, Josh Jackson? He used to play Origin on a consistent basis there for New South Wales, and then obviously lost a bit of form there when the Bulldogs started going backwards a bit. But what are your thoughts on the career of Josh Jackson, and did this retirement surprise you?
It did surprise me quite a bit. I didn't think that it would happen, so soon. Actually, I don't think many people would have expected it, but I obviously have said before that I think retirement wasn't too far from Jackson, only because I feel like he's not really the modern game type player anymore. Like, he sort of lost his pace of the game, in my opinion, a bit. But he's always going to be remembered as heart and soul of that Bulldogs club, like, surely.
100%.
Like he bleeds blue and white. He's led them through all the dark times at the club as well as the captain, and he's been a great player for over a decade now at the one club. So great career for Jackson, been great for the Blues, like you said, and look, he'll be remembered for a very long time, Jackson, and hope he goes well retirement.
I'm just reading the chat right now, and Let's Go Bulldogs has written, and he goes, he was only 31, so he's still going. He retired at 31 is quite young, but look, I think he's had a great career. I think he deserves a wrap as well. Josh Jackson, he played Origin, played in 2 grand finals. Unfortunately, didn't win the grand final. It was very close. 2012 against the Storm. I think he played in that grand final. Very close in that one there. CJ, what are your thoughts on the career of Josh Jackson?
I thought it was a good career. He was very loyal to Canterbury. He was a good servant for him. He always put in 100%. Workhorse, he's played Origin, so he's done just about everything he could have done. But look, his time was coming. I didn't expect it to be in the preseason, but yeah, look, I think he's definitely going to be remembered at the Bulldogs. So No, look, he's had a good career.
100%. Champa, what do you reckon about Josh Jackson?
Yeah, look, even at 31, I think the game was behind him. I just don't think his ability to keep up with some of the younger talents was there. But it's a career that, like Andrew Feeder, is well deserved. You know, he's been a full-time Bulldogs player. He's played in Origin, and look, he may not have won a grand final, but I reckon he's had a fantastic career, and a career that he can look back on and be happy with. So, look, he'll retire from NRL, but I reckon maybe in a local league somewhere, he'll probably still be playing rugby league. So, it's good to see him finish the NRL on a high note.
Look, I think he had a great career. A very tough player, very tough, great defender. His tackle technique was very good. Very tough player. One club player. I love one club players, loyalty. You love to see it, man. Taking pay cuts to stay at clubs. I love that sort of shit. He deserved to win a premiership. He deserved to play another Origin. He deserved to play more games for Australia than what he did. I think he had a great career. I think he deserves a rap, Josh Jackson. I think he played his best football in the back row, not lock. It was a good lock, but in his prime in the back row, he was lethal, man. Like, he was so good. Back in the days when they had the likes of, Josh Reynolds, Trent Hockinson, Ben Barber, Mick Ennis, Greg Eastwood, Sam Cassiano, all these sort of players, James Graham, the Morris boys, all these sort of players. When Josh Jackson was playing then in the back row, that was when he was at his prime and at his best. So, look, he had a great career. Shame he didn't win a premiership, but not every loyal and great player can win a premiership. That's just how it goes sometimes.
That's it.
Exactly.
Yeah, look, he's a legend.
Well done for Feeder and Josh Jackson on a great career.
100%.
Topic number 3. The World Club Challenge is set to return in 2023. The Penrith Panthers, who are the back-to-back champions, up against St. Helens, who have won the last 4 grand finals in the Super League. It's going to be Penrith versus St. Helens in the World Club Challenge. It is about time that this fixture return. This will be happening in February, probably the weekend after the All-Star game, from what I understand. It'll be a week after the NRL season starts. So the Super League will start, and this will be like 2 or 3 weeks into the Super League season. So it's going to be happening, fellas. Penrith versus Saints. I'm keen for this. This should be great.
God.
But look, obviously we're all excited for it. But I gotta say this: do we like it at Penrith Stadium, or do we want it somewhere else? We're going to start with you, Fanatics. Do you think it should be at Penrith Stadium, or should it be at a bigger venue? What do you reckon?
Yeah, look, for a big game like this, I actually reckon it should be at a bigger venue. Actually, I mean, the Penrith Stadium doesn't hold a lot in terms of capacity crowd. So, yeah, I probably would have put it at Allianz or ANZ Stadium for me. I mean, those are my 2 venues that I would have had. But yeah, I think Penrith's a little bit small for a big game like this. But yeah, that's what I reckon. I reckon it should be at Allianz or ANZ.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. All that Champa, mate. Obviously, you're not far from the Penrith area, and you've been to a fair few of Penrith games. But what do you reckon, bro? Should it be at Penrith, or do you reckon it should be at a bigger stadium?
Well, first, I just want to say I should be attending that game, so I'll be going to that one once the tickets come out. But look, I'm on the fence a bit because the World Club Challenge, it's always been played at home grounds of the teams that are in their countries. So, for instance, when I think it was Leeds who took on
Leeds played Melbourne and Melbourne, yeah.
Yeah, they played at Melbourne. We've seen the same for the teams that went to England. They played at the home grounds. But I do understand where you guys are coming from. A bigger stadium to hold a more important game like this. Look, I have no problems with being at Penrith. It's it does take away from the prestige of how important this game is when it's played at a local stadium. You know, it'd be the same if it was played at somewhere like Brookie or at Leichhardt. You need that sort of atmosphere, like a Combank or an Allianz that can really, you know, hold the value of how important this game is.
Yeah, 100%, bro. 100%. What do you reckon, CJ? Should it be at Penrith Stadium or should it be at a Core or Allianz or something?
No, I'd prefer it to be at a bigger stadium. Probably preferably Combank for me.
Okay.
Yeah, look, this game needs to be treated like a massive game because it is. It's the World Club Challenge. It's two of the best rugby league teams in the world going head to head. The only thing I don't like is how the Penrith CEO boss has been treating it, basically saying that Penrith refused to go to England and it won't happen unless St. Helens travel to Australia. No, look, I'm really looking forward to this, and it should be at Combank. You get more crowds. You get. I'm sure there'll be some St. Helens fans there. So
They'll travel. There'll be a lot of them that'll travel over.
So yeah, you want that diversity in the crowd. Yeah, look, I'm excited that it's back because two of the best rugby league teams going head to head. I can't wait.
100%. ProEnzo, Vidz, what are your thoughts on this? Obviously, you're a St. Helens fan, so you'll probably attend this game, bro. But should it be at Penrith? Should it be at Allianz, ANZ? What are your thoughts on this whole thing?
Yeah, sorry about the cut before, boys. Sorry about that. But yeah, look, first of all, great to have it back. It's great to have the World Club Challenge back. I'm really keen for it. Two of the best, Penrith and St. Helens, and yeah, it's gonna be a cracker, obviously. And yeah, I will be attending that for sure. So I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, look, I guess the issue is for me that it's been played at Bluebet Stadium, so I'm not too keen that one actually, because I would really prefer it to be at somewhere like Allianz or an ANZ, for example, or Core. But I just think that Bluebet is sort of an advantage and a massive sort of way for Penrith there because they have the home ground advantage too, and home fans there as well. And there will be some Saints fans traveling, but just think that, it's a big event. The NRL need to treat it as something a lot really big. So I would have it at a big stadium, in my opinion. That's where I'd probably host it, but it is what it is. And look, I really am keen for it. I'm so glad it's back.
Let me say this. I think that it is an absolute disgrace that this game is going to be at Penrith Stadium. I think it's a disgusting decision that the NRL, or I should say, the Penrith Panthers in general, they are manipulating the NRL extremely hard to have this game out at Penrith. The Panthers are treating it like they don't care. This is the World Club Challenge. This is a big deal. It ain't a trial game. This is a big, big fucking game. It's basically a grand final. It's the best versus the best in the Super League versus the best in the NRL. They clash, premiers versus premiers, and we see who the best is. It is completely unfair that this game will be at Penrith Stadium. It needs to be at Allianz or a Core. I think Allianz will probably be a lot better than a Core because we all know a Core can fit 84,000 people. You have it at Allianz, you can fit 42. You're going to get a crowd. Having this game at fucking Penrith makes me very upset. Look, the crowd at Penrith will be packed. It'll probably be sold out, which is a good thing for the game. But we're not playing park footy. This is a big, big game. Treat it as a grand final. It should be at a Core or it should be at Allianz. And I was reading a couple of things there from the Sydney Morning Herald, and I've got a couple of things I want to read out to you guys here. And St. Helens are more than happy to come over, which is fine, which is good because St. Helens the Super League usually hosted, but the Panthers CEO, Brian Fletcher, who I think is a fucking cockjog, fuckface. I don't like him one bit. I think he's a fucking arrogant piece of shit. Now, according to the Sydney Morning Herald, Penrith has lobbied St. Helens in, so they've pretty much talked them into it. They've won the last 4 Super Leagues, Super League Grand Finals, as we know, and obviously it's going to be happening. And what Brian Fletcher here was trying to say is it would have been impossible for us to go over there, but the talk of them coming out here is excellent. Now, How is it impossible for Penrith to go to Super League, go to St. Helens and back? Let me tell you something. It isn't impossible. Melbourne did it. The Roosters did it. The Cowboys did it. The Rabbitohs did it.
Some of the
Sharks
Penrith players
did
are
it.
doing it right now.
Every Tom, Dick, and Harry club have gone over there. Manly did it. Melbourne did it. They've all gone over there, and they've all come back fine and ready to go. So to say that it would have been impossible for them to go over there and come back is absolute fake news. It's a weak, poor excuse. They're talking. The Super League's talking to the NRL how they're going to get St. Helens in and get them out. That way they get enough. That way they all get enough travel. They all get enough rest to play the game or prepare. It is not fair that it's going to be at Penrith Stadium. It's a big game. CHAMPA, like you said before, if this game was Manly or something, Manly having it at Brookie wouldn't be fair. If it was Tigers at Leichhardt, like, this game needs to be in a big stadium. It's a big game. It's the best versus the best. Don't have it at Penrith, for fuck's sake. I just want
to say as well that at the start of this year, like, there was obviously plans about it happening, but it couldn't happen because of COVID and the outbreak at the time. The thing was, Penrith were going to go over the same, over to England, I should say. First of all, they were just about to go over to England to play us, St. Helens over there. But the only reason why they sort of knocked it back was because Nathan Cleary wasn't fit at the time. Cleary had a shoulder reconstruction or something.
That's true.
And they denied going over there because they feel like that, it wasn't the time to get to do it all. But that's ridiculous, because now, like, they've just flipped it on us to, I guess, accept the fact that we have to go to Penrith and play them instead of go to England. So it's stupid by Fletcher, the idiot.
They conjures in,
Mate,
unfortunately.
The CEO, Brian Fletcher, I think he's a fucking idiot.
If you have anything to say to Brian Fletcher, what would it be?
Entirely.
Go and get a tattoo of a cock on your head.
Dude,
come on.
Oh my god!
Come on. This game needs to be at a neutral venue. It can't be at Penrith. It's not fair.
Yeah, 100%.
I don't agree with it. Anyway, let's move on before I lose it. I think it's disgraceful. All right, topic number 2, guys. Talk about some of the off-season signings so far that have happened the last couple of weeks. And we'll start off with the Cowboys picking up James Tamo. Now, let me just say this. I love James Tamo, and you know why I love James Tamo? Because he's clean, play the ball, won us our first premiership. James Tamo plays the ball. Granville to Thurston. Thurston kicks the field goal, wins us the game. James Tamo's ball control won us a premiership when he played the ball. I'm happy with Tamo coming back for a year, where he's probably only going to play 3 or 4 games. He won't play a lot, but what do you reckon about Tamo?
It's good. You got a leader back at your club. He knows the club. He was the captain in what opened that premiership window for the Panthers. He has that experience as the Tigers, as the captain. So when he comes back to the Cowboys, I don't think he'll be into 17 every week, but when he is, you've got a leader there. You got Tamalalo there. You got Tamo there. So it's going to add a lot of leadership and experience to the Cowboys. So I think it's a good pickup for them.
Well, that's what I was saying, boys. Tamo probably plays 3 to 5 games at best, to be honest.
Yeah, he's a fossil.
Oh, come on. Have some
it's a good
respect for
signing
him.
when you look into it.
He's old. He's old. He's way past his prime.
Everyone's old.
Yeah, he is, but he'll play 3 games and he will be in a team that's in the top 4, unlike the Tigers.
Oh, fuck off.
His experience will be good.
Yes,
Fanatics, mate.
There,
What do you thoughts on James Tamo? What do you thoughts on Tamo to the Cows?
It's an interesting signing. I personally think he's past it, to be completely honest. I mean, he used to be a very good player, but he's only going to be there for experience and that. And
back up and shit.
Yeah, just a bit of depth there. I don't think we'll see him starting a lot next year. But yeah, I personally think he's past it. But yeah, he's there for a bit of experience.
Yeah. And ProEnzo, Vidz, mate?
Yeah, pretty much what Fanatics just said then. I think he's past it personally, and obviously doesn't have much to offer anymore. But like I guess what he may do for the club is offer a bit of depth in that front row position and a bit of experience, which is always a good thing. So, I think that, with his experience and all that, that'll help the Cowboys in some way.
All right, the next one we'll talk about, Ben Condon. Ben Condon going to the Manly Seagulls, or should I say Ben Condom is going to Manly. ProEnzo, what are your thoughts on Ben Condom going to the Seagulls?
I'll be honest, it's a player that I have not watched much of, but I've seen him play obviously for the Cowboys before, and he's looked okay. Like, he's obviously a tall, built back rower. He's very young, still just good. Signed 3-year deal with us, so obviously that means that the club must have some sort of high regard for Condon, I assume. So I guess that's good. But yeah, look, I guess he hasn't played since 2021. I guess this year was a bit different for him because of Nanai and Lukey, Gilbert all being in front of him, I guess. Kind of limited his opportunity. So he comes to us now, and I guess he might get more chances, I guess. So I don't mind it, but we'll see how he goes.
100%. CHAMPA, mate, what are your thoughts on that whole thing? Ben Condon going to the Seagulls.
You know what? It's a player like ProEnzo said. I haven't been paying much focus on, but maybe him at the Seagulls, he'd get some more spotlight and he'll get a chance to show his potential. So I'm interested to see what he can bring to the to the game.
Yeah, just so you know, CHAMPA, you got a bit of background noise going on there, bro.
There's that car that's parked across the street and he's blasting his music.
Oh, okay. Well, that's all good then. And Fanatics. What do you think about the Ben Condon song for the Eagles?
To be completely honest, I haven't seen too much of it all, right? So I can't really give a definitive answer on that one. But yeah, it's an interesting one. That's all I'll say. I haven't really seen too much of him play, to be fair.
Yep. And CJ, mate, what do you think about it?
Yeah, like what the other lads said, I don't really have too much of a fond idea on him, but he's going to Manly to get more, an opportunity, more chance to develop. So good on him, and I believe he signed a 3-year deal for Manly, so they see something in him. And look, I think he'll be one of the players that he'll break out at Manly. I think it'll end up being a good signing long term.
Yep. And I think the final signing that we need to go over, because there hasn't really been a whole lot going on lately with signings and whatnot, the Roosters. They picked up Jackson Paulo, which we knew of weeks ago, but it was only official just recently, and Jake Turpin. Fanatics, mate, what are your thoughts on Jackson Paulo and Jake Turpin going to the Roosters?
Yeah, look, Jackson Paulo, I mean, obviously, he's been around for a bit itself there, and he's a good young player, and, all the best to him. And Jake Turpin, I think he's an all right signing, actually, but I don't think he'll be starting personally. I mean, I think he'll be more of an impact player off the bench, or like a player in the squad in general. So, yeah, I think it's two pretty solid signings there.
Yeah, look, I think the Jake Turpin one's probably just for cover in case of an injury or whatever. We all know the Roosters, they've had a few injuries over the last couple of years, which haven't helped, of course. And the Jackson Paulo one, I don't even know if he's even going to start. At South Sea was probably, in lining to maybe get a start. But at the Roosters, I'm just looking at this. Man, I've got Tedesco, Tupou, Manu, Momorowski, and Suoliti. Where does Paulo come into the equation? I just don't understand it. Is he going to be the 18th man or what? Because it's just weird. But I don't know, man. The Jake Turpin one, I think he's an average player, bro. I don't believe in him. But CJ, we all know what you think about Jackson Paulo. But what are your thoughts on the Jake Turpin one?
Yeah, look, it's a decent signing for the North Sydney Bears, really. They're just going to be stuck in reserve grade all year. Jake Turpin, would he even get a start even if Brandon Smith is gone? Because they do got Connor Watson there. Yeah, look, I think it's an all right signing. Nothing really left for me to say on it except for, I guess they got back up now. And thank fuck Jackson Paulo's gone there. And enjoy him.
ProEnzo and CHAMPA, mate, just quick thoughts on it?
They're both dog shit.
Oh!
Yeah, that's fair.
They'll do a job, I guess, but nothing more than backups.
Do you think Jackson Paulo will be better, or do you think Jack Turpin will be the better signing? Which one?
I think Turpin. I don't think Paulo's ever going to recover from that game. I don't think he'll ever recover from that game.
Yeah,
Turpin, I see potential, but I think maybe the Roosters could at least help him. But as of right now, they're just for depth. I mean, they ain't gonna get nowhere near that starting lineup.
They're literally going to be Bears players for like 25 rounds.
Yeah, boys, I got a prediction for you. Jake Turpin will be the New South Wales Cup top try scorer next year.
Whoa!
Yeah, he probably
big
will
predictions out.
He probably will. Let's be honest.
Yeah,
I don't get it. It's backup, but they didn't really need it, did they?
They just wanted a bit of depth. All right, let's move on to topic number 1, and this is controversial. I didn't want to bring this up, but boys, I don't know if you saw it, but I watched the Josh Alloway interview with Emma Lawrence the other day for Channel 9, and oh my God.
Great interview.
Bro, Josh Alloway absolutely gave it to the media.
What a guy, bro.
Good on him.
My respect for Josh went up.
Before we get into it, because I don't even want to talk about this too much, because it is such a touchy subject to even mention. Josh Alloway's interview, I believe he deserves to be congratulated for what he said. I think Josh Alloway handled himself very well. He didn't say anything negative. He didn't say anything out of line. But ProEnzo Vidz, as the passionate Manly fan that you are, Manly are considering another Pride jersey for next year's Women in League round, unless they bring in a Pride round. And if they do, God help the NRL. God help the fucking media if that does go ahead. But Manly, Alloway did say in the interview that they are looking at another potential Pride jersey next year. ProEnzo, what do you think about this whole situation?
I don't like it, obviously. I think it's honestly terrible that the club's still considering this idea after all the drama and all the sort of things that happened when the jersey came out and stuff like that. But, yeah, no, look, I don't understand it. I don't know whose idea it is to keep it going because the whole thing is Women in League round, not bloody...
I blame Penn. I blame Penn.
Well, he's part of it, and he found the initiative good, which he's stupid for, honestly.
Scott Penn.
But, you know, again, I just think that it's a bad call if the club's going to go ahead with it. I hope they don't. But I am hearing that there will be some, like, changes to the jersey. Like, it won't predominantly have rainbow in it. It's going to have, like, some other things in it. But
God.
Still
Not a trans flag.
It's still like a Pride jersey. I don't want to talk
God.
about it. It makes me sick, but I don't
It makes you sick.
Yeah.
CJ, what are your thoughts on this whole fucking mess?
I don't say anything too out of touch, but I think it's stupid because if you ask the media about Manly, the only thing they really talk about is the Pride jersey, and you know everyone claims that's what derailed their season. I don't know why they're making another one. There's no point in doing it. There's no Pride round next year, as far as I'm concerned. I don't know what it's going to look like, so I can't really comment, but I wouldn't do it just because of all the controversy that came out of it. But those players that didn't play last year, they're not going to play again, so the media will have a field day again. I have zero doubt about it. I don't like them doing it again.
CHAMPA, what do you think about this whole debacle?
The LGBTQ community are the biggest hypocrites in the world.
Oh.
When Josh Alloway stated in that interview that they wanted to bring in a Christian jersey to celebrate Easter, most of the atheist boys were against it. And guess what?
That's a fair point.
They were fine with it, and they said, all right, we'll just play with the normal jerseys. No judgment here. And then when the tables were turned and the Christian boys from Manly don't want to wear the jersey, they get hated, they get thrown death threats, and they are deemed homophobes.
Fucked.
And I applaud Josh Alloway for saying that even in next year, if they do bring in the inclusive jersey, that they will stand strong again and not play that game.
Yeah.
Good on you.
Good on
Do
you.
not buy
Good on
into this crap.
I
As
hope
for
it doesn't
Rugby
cost
League-
them a final spot because before this whole thing happened last year, I think they were equal to 8th or they were like 9th on the ladder. They were one game out of the 8 or they were equal to 8th, but out somewhere like that. Oh,
I think the dramas that this jersey brought into the club, Manly should have been more smart and said, well, it was a bad idea. It was an idea that didn't flush out well, and we should probably not do this again. But no, they're going with it again, and they're just going to get the same sort of drama again. So
it'll be worse next year. It'll be worse.
It's going to be worse. But you know what? The Tigers don't have a pride jersey, and I'm thankful for that.
Well, the media, if you thought they were bad last year, you haven't seen anything yet. They're gonna hammer this.
They'll crucify
Fucking media.
Seabold with it as well. I have zero doubt.
Oh,
on that.
Seabold will cop
They'll
it
do
worse than
that.
death.
Yeah.
They'll do that.
Fuck the media.
God.
Toxic.
Fanatics, just give me a quick opinion on this whole thing.
Yeah, look, I don't think it's a good idea at all, to be honest. I mean, you know, when it happened, like Manly, the Manly club, you know, they were in a position where they were going to make finals, and then they were in contention, and all this started happening. And yeah, I personally just don't think it's a good idea. But yeah, I won't say anything more than that.
Yeah. All right. Let me give my opinion on this, man.
Oh, here we go.
I don't want to offend anybody, but unfortunately, I'm probably going to. So I apologize for nothing. I don't apologize for this. This is
Click
my
off,
show.
John.
I will say whatever the fuck I want. So if you get offended, go buy some fucking tissues from Woolworths. If you get offended by it. Let me just say this. I'll start off by saying this. The idea of a gay pride jersey itself is terrible. The message itself, we don't need this sort of controversy in the game of rugby league. Rugby league is a game where it brings people together, and players off the field try extremely hard to help the community. They go to schools, they help kids, they help young people. They do everything that they are required to do. And the LGB community, however the fuck you pronounce them, I don't even care what the fuck they're called anymore. The gay community people, the mob they have gone too far with some of these things. They are controversial themselves. Look, bringing politics and this sort of stuff into rugby league is a mess. And look, I wrote this down because I wanted to say this. They're talking about a gay pride round for next year. Don't do it because, look, it would be controversial as fuck if a pride round came in. You know what it would do, fellas? It would divide the game. I don't want to see the game of rugby league become a political mess. Rugby league is the greatest game of all. If you're gay, straight, bisexual, who gives a fuck what you are? Rugby league is the winner in all of this. We don't care what people are. If you're a gay person and you want to play rugby league, who cares?
Go ahead.
We just care about you playing football and having a go. If you're an NRL player and you're gay, you're bisexual, you're straight, you like a bit of men, you like a bit of women, you like a bit of both, no one cares. We care about the player, how they perform on the field. Who cares what they do? Who gives a fuck if they're gay or straight or bisexual? It don't matter. At the end of the day, rugby league is the winner. Manly bringing in another jersey like this, it's just going to cause more controversy. It's going to put the game under the bus, and it's not what we need. We need rugby league to grow and become the biggest sport in the world. That's what the goal is, right? Make it the biggest game in the world. Well, you're not going to make it the biggest game in the world if you're going to continue to bring all this garbage into it. So this whole situation can easily be avoided. The other 16 NRL clubs are not doing it. Manly are the only ones. And the people that are running Manly, guys like Scott Penn, guys that are involved in the general manager's office, guys that are involved in the jersey ideas, they all need to take a good look at themselves in the mirror and go, you know what? 16 other clubs aren't doing this. It's a negative look on the game. It's going to get bashed in the media. The club's going to get a bad look. Manly get a bad look enough for themselves because everyone hates Manly. They are hated enough as it is. This just makes it worse. So pull your fucking heads in. No gay round is required. We don't need it. Rugby league is the winner here. I don't care if you're gay, straight, bisexual. Don't fucking do this, Jersey, because it's just going to become a political mess, and that's not what we need in rugby league.
Yeah, no, exactly, Nick. I totally agree with that. And, I just think that, like, while it is a good sort of, I guess, sort of thing where I guess it promotes a bit of that, but it's not needed. It's not needed. I think that.
And look, I'll say this. I don't support gays. I'm not into that. I've always grown up looking at females. That's me. I like women. I don't like men, but that's just me. I'm allowed to have an opinion. I have a difference of opinion. The gay people can be gay all they want. I don't care. Do what you want. If you're gay, straight, who gives a fuck? That's your life. You make the decision of what you want to do. If you're gay, good on you. I've got nothing against you. I don't agree with it. I don't agree with gay people. I don't think that's the way to go about life. I've always known it to be a man and a woman, but who cares what you are? You are what you are. That's it. But this gay jersey thing, it needs to stop. Get rid of it. Do not even do it. Just don't do it.
It's back.
It can be avoided. It can easily be avoided. But no, they want to fucking continue with this disgrace. Move on.
Jeez.
Let's just hope that Manly have a good think of it and go, you know what, we're not going to do it.
I hope so.
Well, let's move on to something fun, boys. It's time for the Breakdown Podcast Game Show.
Here we go.
Episode number 69. And ladies and gentlemen, the odds are in via Nick Bet.
If I'm over $30, I swear.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to put up on the screen in just a second. ProEnzo Vidz, you are $1.10.
Ooh. Okay. All right.
CJ MOXLEY,
Yep.
you are $10.
Oh, $10.
Warriors NRL Fanatics, you are $15.
Ooh.
All Out CHAMPA, you are $4,000.
I won last time. I won. I should be the favorite. How am I still 4,000?
I was being lenient.
$4,000, mate.
Oh my god!
Wow.
We know that you won recently, but according to the people at Nick Bet, they have decided to say that they believe it was a fluke. So they're putting you at $4,000.
Wow.
Well, the people on Nick Bet can go suck a horse cock for all I care.
Do you agree with the odds, boys?
Yeah.
I 100% do not.
I do.
$4,000. What the fuck?
If I win this,
You'll be $2,000 next week. Don't worry.
if I win this, Jamaica
If
scores.
you win this, you will be like $200 next week. You'll be a lot.
If I win this, Jamaica scores more than 16 points.
Oh,
They scored their first ever try against New Zealand.
so you ruled yourself out.
Mate, CHAMPA is the biggest odds in history. If CHAMPA wins this,
God.
the world will go mad.
My God.
The chat will explode more than someone else. And we got a
Fucking hell.
cockface in the live chat there by the name of Golden Anime. Hey, you're not going to come in here to my show and ruin the show, mate.
What
So,
did he say?
how about you go and put your penis inside a fucking Milo bottle?
Oh, Julian,
Get the
Julian,
fuck out of my
Would
Julian.
you trash, Champa?
Julian, you keep trying to spite me. It's not going to work, mate. Okay? It's not going to work.
I just want to say one thing. $1. I want to say one thing about Golden Anime. Golden Anime, if you're watching this, go stick your penis in some toothpaste and go run into the toilet, you stupid cunt.
I feel like he does that for fun for some reason.
Ladies and gentlemen, time out. Paddy G has just put $8 on CHAMPA.
Ooh.
Fuck.
Fuck. That's some good money on that.
Paddy G, thank you for the $8 super chat donation. Your $8 has been placed on All Out CHAMPA. Hang on. My offside is here. Oi, Karen, get that fucking money on CHAMPA right now. I'm fucking telling you. No, don't get smart with me, cunt. You put that money on right now. Give me a fucking. See this? This is my fucking wallet. Put the fucking money on. You know what? You're not gonna do it. Fuck this. Here, look, my bank card.
Violent.
Oh,
All right, she's done it. You stupid cunt. All right, she's done it. All right. So, righto. The questions are going to be extremely random.
Oh,
Fucking
fuck.
Karen over there. Yeah, go and get cheeky. I'll throw you under the bus, you cunt. All right. Let's go. Boys, you know what to do. I'll ask a question. If you get it wrong, you have to wait till everyone else has a go. So if all that CHAMPA says, Addo, for example, CHAMPA is not allowed to go again until everyone else has had a go. So interrupt at any time. I definitely need to get you guys a buzzer for each so we can all fucking do this properly. But righto, let's go. Anyone in the live chat reveals an answer, you'll be blocked instantly. I'm not putting up with it anymore. You'll be blocked on the spot. All right. Can everyone hear me loud and clear? Everyone good to go?
Yep.
Yes.
Righto. Yeah. Question number 1. Fellas, who are Jamaica playing in the World Cup this weekend?
Oh,
Lebanon?
Correct.
Oh,
Oh,
Moxley.
I was going to say Ireland for some reason. And I was like,
Good start for the Mox. CJ Moxley 1.
DJ
1-0.
John Moxley.
Hey. CJ Cranberry Juice Moxley 1-0.
cheers for that name.
Hang on, ladies. Hang on, I just fucked it up. Sorry, boys. I just gave 1 point to CHAMPA. What am I doing?
Oh, you know, keep that point. Keep that point. I'll
You're
take it.
$4,000 for a reason. Come on.
I'll take it.
All right. There we go. CJ 1-0. All
John
right.
Moxley. Either.
Next question. Someone just said Jonathan Iraq Cena. What the fuck? I don't understand that answer. What's that noise? It's just Fanatics' connection, bro. It'll go away soon. All right. Who are Wales playing this weekend, boys?
fuck.
New Zealand.
Wrong.
Tonga.
Wrong.
Isn't that Samoa?
Ireland.
All wrong.
Fuck.
Um,
They're playing fucking England, aren't they?
No.
PNG.
Correct, Champa.
Oh,
No.
All the big value, all the odds.
The big
Oh,
value, baby. Here comes the money. Here comes the
shut
money.
up.
Money.
Haven't won yet, Champa, but it's a good start. Hang on, what the fuck's this fucking computer? Hang on, boys.
It's Jonathan Cena Iraq, boys.
All right.
Jonathan Rexino.
Champa 1, CJ 1, Fanatics and ProEnzo 0.
Come on.
All right, next question. Boys,
Yes.
what was the score between England and France last week?
42-18.
I think CJ was quicker. Got to give that one to CJ. He was definitely first. CJ Moxley is 1 away from the win.
Have a heart racing, I guess. Yeah.
2 for CJ. Everyone's tuning for Champa like crazy. Champa's the biggest fucking.
He has the value.
Got the biggest support here because of all the odds.
We've got the value there.
All right. Next question, fellas. Who are Cook Islands playing this weekend?
I can't remember.
Ireland?
Tonga.
Wrong. Who'd you say, Champa?
Tonga.
Correct. Oh my god.
Oh, no way.
Oh my god.
No way.
Comes down.
Champa, this is
Everyone's still in this.
the greatest opportunity of your life.
You all laughed at me. Well, none of you are laughing now, are you?
You haven't won yet, bro. You haven't won yet.
One away.
Alright. Fuck, if Champa wins this, that would be the greatest thing ever.
Be crazy.
Next question. Who do Scotland play this weekend?
Oh,
Ireland.
Who said that?
PG.
Me. Ireland.
Was that you, Fanatics?
Yep. I said
Alright,
Ireland.
Fanatics got it. Fanatics on the board.
Ooh.
Oh, shit. Fuck.
how much was
I had no idea who said it first. I was like, who the fuck said it first? Because it was definitely Fanatic. I just didn't know whose voice it was.
Damn.
All
I've been
right. Fuck.
terrible.
ProEnzo, Vidz, what the, you're $1.10. Where are you?
I'm not sure. I'm just I'm dozing out.
Your odds are going from $1 to about 10 if you don't pull your fucking head in quick.
Yeah, I gotta focus.
All right. We're going to go back to the NRL season now for a question.
Fuck.
Yeah, this
no.
will help. This will help.
What's at the window? Well, what is it? I'm live on YouTube, bro. I don't really give a shit. I'm busy in the middle of a game show. All right, boys.
Yep.
When the Cowboys beat the Tigers in controversial fashion back in round 19, what was the score?
27,
28,
26.
27.
Oh, fuck me then.
27, 26.
26, 25.
I'm pretty sure. I don't know which way to go there because I swear Gemma said the same as what CJ said at the start.
I swear it was 27, 26.
Yeah, that's the correct answer, but I swear Gemma said the same thing the same time as you said it.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
Well, we're going to go to a different question. We're going to go to a different question because that was too hard to
Fuck
do.
you too, Nick.
Oh.
Reminding me that again.
Oh, well, lick my ball. All right. Next, this question's going to be tough. I don't know if you guys will get this. Next question. Boys, what was the score in round 1 between the Tigers and Storm?
26, 16.
26, 12.
Oh, my God. CJ Moxley's the winner.
Damn, I was close.
How
Lucky, I
in
was
the
going to say
fuck?
24 forward.
Fuck me, you did well to get that. CJ Moxley is the winner.
My heart was pumping.
CJ Moxley was paying a juicy $10, so you jumped on it. Congratulations.
Cheers. GG.
All right. Now, before we wrap things up tonight, we're going to go for the World Cup, just do some tips. Fanatics, just go on mute for a moment while we get your connection sorted out a bit. The chat's very upset.
Oh.
I'm sorry, Chad.
It's all right, though. It's okay. CJ wins. It was a good game. Let's just go through it quickly, boys, because there's a lot of one-sided games this weekend. We'll start off. New Zealand versus Ireland. Who wins and by how much? CHAMPA.
New Zealand and Ireland. I'm going to go New Zealand by 44.
All right. Like it. ProEnzo?
New Zealand by 36.
CJ?
New Zealand by 38.
CHAMPA?
I just said.
Oh, no. Fanatics. Sorry. Fuck
Yeah.
Fanatics?
I'm going to go New Zealand by 50. I think it'll be a convincing win.
I'm going to go New Zealand 669 plus.
Damn.
That will
All
happen.
right. Next game. England against Greece. Jesus Christ.
Fucking hell.
England 30 plus.
Yeah, I'm going to go England by 60.
Yeah.
Fanatics?
England by 70. By plenty.
CJ?
England by 72.
ProEnzo?
England by 62.
And I'll go England 40, 60 plus. I'll fucking murder them. Fiji against Scotland. Fanatics?
It's just still going to be another bloodbath. Fiji by 58.
CJ?
Fiji by 52.
ProEnzo?
Fiji by 54.
Jesus Christ. CHAMPA?
Fiji by 40.
I'll go Fiji by 40 as well. Australia against Italy. Good Lord. Italy are $101, by the way. Fanatics,
This is going to be
Italy.
this is going to be an interesting round of footy.
Yeah, I agree.
I'll go Australia by 80.
Yeah. CJ?
Australia 86-0. Australia by 86.
Oh,
It'll be bad.
someone in the chat just read Italy 69 plus. ProEnzo, I don't know who the fuck hasn't gone. Just go on, boys.
Probably Australia by 84.
Yeah.
I think Australia by 92.
I reckon Australia could score 100 this weekend.
That'd actually be pretty mad.
Really could, eh?
I reckon we could see 100. I reckon we might see 100.
Could we see the record be broken?
Let's go Australia 100-0.
You know.
I wouldn't be shocked.
Sadly not.
Lebanon versus Jamaica. Good God.
Oh god.
Jeez.
Kill me.
Lebanon by 38. No, Lebanon by 48.
Is that all? Fanatics?
Lebanon by 50 plus.
CJ?
Lebanon by 42.
Yeah.
And I'll say Lebanon by 52 as well.
Yeah, I'll go Lebanon by like 50. Fuck, all right, let's go to a bit more of a competitive game, fellas. Tonga and Cook Islands. Fanatics.
I'll go Tonga, but I'll say Tonga by 10 actually.
10. All right, I like that. CJ?
Tonga by 18. That'll be too good.
Champa?
You guys are calling close games. It's going to be Tonga by 40.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't know what you guys think of Ireland, honestly.
What do you reckon, ProEnzo?
Tonga by 26.
Yeah. Oh look, I reckon Tonga by 10.
Ooh, close
I reckon
game.
Cook Islands can shot for this.
They could be.
Maybe.
Fanatics, Samoa versus France. This should be a good game.
Yeah, I'll go Samoa, and I'll go Samoa by 12 actually.
Okay, yeah. CJ?
So I think France will lead at half time, but Samoa will win the game by 12 as well.
All right. ProEnzo?
Yeah, I think Samoa by 30.
Yeah, wow. Champa?
Yeah, I'm going to go Samoa by 36.
I'm going to go France 1-12.
What?
Wow.
That's the big call of the week.
France will win. France will win.
Wow.
Oh,
France are going to win. Samoa's
France
fucked.
to beat Samoa. Wow.
Yeah. Samoa's gone, boys. France are going to beat them. I'm telling you.
Wow.
I'm calling it. I'm calling it right now. France will beat Samoa.
That's
That
crazy.
would be something.
France are my specials of the weekend. They might be my specials of the whole tournament.
That'd be crazy, bro, if they won.
I reckon
Big-
they can do it, bro. I reckon
Big
they
good
can
for
do
the
it. Bro.
country. That'd be
The
massive.
French to win. 1-12.
Wow.
I reckon by 4. And final game of the weekend. Again, this game might be competitive. Papua New Guinea versus Wales. Fanatics.
Yeah, look, I'm going to go with the Papua New Guinea team by. I'll go 30. Yeah, by 30.
Okay. Yeah. CJ.
It's Papua New Guinea versus who again? Wales.
Wales. Yeah.
Yeah, Papua New Guinea by 28 points. I reckon that's
ProEnzo Vidz.
PNG by 28.
Yeah. Champa.
PNG by 18.
Yeah, I'm with you, Champa. I reckon PNG by 18. I reckon something like 24-6 or something. I reckon it'll be a good game. All right. Well, fellas, it's been one hell of a podcast. It's been lots of fun, lots of entertainment. Boys, thanks for a great show. It's been awesome.
No worries, bro. Thanks for having me on.
Bro.
Great as
love-
always.
All good.
Excellent show. Make sure you guys go and check out the YouTube channel of ProEnzo Vidz, all our Champa, Warriors NRL Fanatics, and CJ MOXLEY. Their YouTube channels are in the description below there. You can just click on the link and it'll take you to their channels, and you can subscribe to them if you haven't already. Anyway, guys, we're going to get on out of here. Like and subscribe. Enjoy the rest of your night. And before we go, we're just going to play the intro of the podcast just to wrap things off out of here. Have a good night, everyone, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great night. Thanks for watching.